Okay, hi. I'm reporting to you live from Kever Shmuel in remote. If you've never been here, you should really come. It's such an incredibly beautiful place. Here, I'll show you. And there's also a mikveh and a cave here, and it's freezing cold, and it's wonderful. And some of the Arab neighbors come by with a herd of goats, and I've had one time I stopped the goat herd, and I just passed him money through the fence, and he milked his goats on the spot and gave me some raw goat's milk. Raw goat's milk is arguably the greatest food on earth. There's a whole story about how I moved to Israel because of raw goat's milk. You can remind me if you want to hear it sometime. Okay, a lot of amazing things going on, most of which are top secret type of things. And so if you want to know, get to know me. I appreciate all the comments that people write, but you're kind of just like exhibiting. Most people that are writing are exhibiting that they have no clue what's going on here. And I still like to see them, and they're still welcome, but it's like it's like they show that we're not on the same page yet, most of us. So back to the meditation method. The last video we did self-expression, and it's a very nice little trick we can do is you can use your cell phone when you're walking around and just turn it off, and then talk to yourself in public, and then obviously people don't think you're a complete lunatic. And you can tune into your own meditation method in public there. When Rebbe Nachman wrote about his Hisbodedus, he said once he discovered this kind of method of talking out loud, meditating with God, he said something like as soon as the whole world catches on to it, then there's no way the world could stay in Galus. There's no way the world could stay in a state of like captivity like it is now. When Jews say Galus, it's pretty much the same as when Rastafarians say Babylon. Leave behind Babylon, burn down Babylon. Speaking of which, Buju Banton, my favorite reggae star, he got busted for. He got busted for selling cocaine, something like this, and they put him in jail for 10 years. And I have this real idea that if we could get somebody to go learn Torah with them, he'd, there can't be that much to do in jail for 10 years. So that if we found someone to go learn Torah with them, he could tune into how the Rastafarian thing really came from something deeper with the Torah, and kind of blow open the reggae scene into something much more real. And if you're interested in this kind of thing, Shaul Judelman, he knows so much about this sugya, about this subject, how the Rastafarians came into being, how Haile Selassie was connected to Christianity, why the Rastafarians thought he was the Mashiach, the Messiah. It's a whole interesting thing. And I want to get Shaul to do a lecture on it sometime. Aharet Hayamim is playing this Thursday night at Mike's Bar. They changed their name. I don't know if Shaul's still in the band, but they changed their name. They have some kind of new thing going on. It's a great band. But in terms of going to hang out at bars, it's a big subject. Should we be doing that? When is it cool? When is it not cool? That's a whole study in and of itself. And when in doubt, with purity, we can always be a little more pure. We don't want to be too pure, but we can always be a little more pure. No, never. The air up here is really amazing. And breathing is another big part of the meditation technique. In general, obviously with breathing, the idea is slower, smoother, more rhythmic, more fine meaning subtle. Not to breathe in a rough, heavy way, but to breathe in a subtle way. And for all you dirty-minded people out there, all the kind of sexual health techniques are connected to breathing. So when people learn to master the breath, they can kind of improve their health by combining different sexual meditations with breathing. And I'm just joking when I say dirty, because this is like a subject that's like any subject. It can be done in the most holy way, or it can be done in the most perverse way. And I was just talking today about Baruch Nachshon, the painter from Hebron. I hope this story is not private. I don't think it is. That when he first met the Lubavitcher Rebbe, they had a really long talk, which is very unusual with the Lubavitcher Rebbe. It was really fast usually, and he had a really 3-hour long talk. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe told Baruch Nachshon that he said that your soul has come to do a tikkun, do a fixing on the medium of painting. You know, like the painting world, all these nuts, Jackson Pollock, and who was the guy that bit off the ear, Van Gogh, and all these suicidal, crazy painters. Not historically not the most healthy group of individuals. And so the Rebbe was telling Baruch Nachshon that that his soul had come to lift up the entire medium of painting in the world, like the scene. You know, it's not that mystical on one level. That he had the opportunity to like improve the scene to the highest kind of level. And then I think the story is that the Rebbe helped put him through art school, something like that. Everyone should visit Baruch Nachshon's gallery in Kiryat Arba. It's an incredible place, and on Shabbat they have minions there, and it's some of the most visionary art you'll ever see. It's really, enough good can't be said about it. Very serious person. And I'm also connected to Rav Yitzchak Bezinson in Tel Aviv, who's another totally incredible painter, and also everyone should go meet him and see his art. He's a very important Breslov rabbi and a wonderful, sweet person. So how do we get to this subject of the art world and lifting things up? Oh yeah, because we were talking about mastering breathing, and how one of the arts of breathing is getting sexual control. And like with all these things, spending too much time on it, especially when we're not married, thinking about it, studying it, practicing it's not a good idea. But I also did a ton of research about like how this can all be done in a way that's positive and healthy and within the rules of halacha, of the Torah law. And it's there's of course like a way to lift up this whole art. Lift up meaning practice it in a pure way. Halacha in general is pro-health. The halacha wants people to be as healthy as possible, and the the modern Jewish world has somehow really skewed things, and it's common knowledge that a lot of the Jews in the world are very unhealthy. So this is a great interest of mine, how to use the Jewish law to help make everyone healthy instead of the opposite. I was talking to Rabbi Yona Rothman today. He teaches at Simchat Shlomo, which is a nice yeshiva in Nachalot. And we were talking about Navardik Yeshiva and how they were pretty extreme. Maybe some people say too extreme. It was if my memory's right, there was a lot of individuals that were trying to master the halacha and the Torah in the most kind of full-on way they could, and they went a little overboard. Maybe it's also a lot of special things came out of it. It's connected to what's called the Musar movement, which was a response, you could say, to the Hasidic movement. And the Musar movement's very special stuff about self-examination and self-purification and using the Torah to be more real rather than using the Torah to get away from reality. So anyhow, whether you care about sexual health or not, mastering the breathing is one of the most wonderful things to practice. And one of the exercises is to feel with your nostrils which nostril has more air coming through it. And then you block off the nostril that has more air coming through it, and you breathe through the weaker nostril until the airflow equalizes. It's the idea that your body's out of balance and you're purposely normalizing the whole system. It's an incredibly effective thing. You should really practice it. One of the most famous yoga teachers in India, he has like a huge guru with they have a stadium full of people that come to see him, that kind of thing. And it's said that if you go to see him, he teaches you how to do this technique, and then he says, go home and practice that an hour a day for a year, and there's no use of bothering me. There's no use of bothering me until you mastered it. It really does hit a lot of the bases. It normalizes the nervous system. True yoga is about purifying and normalizing the nervous system. And there's another funny story that there's a Kabbalist in the Old City, believe it or not, who like a very serious Jew who follows all the regular strict Jewish laws. And he also goes to India and spends time with the gurus, which is really unheard of. I can't tell you how unheard of that is. So I haven't met him yet. It's on my list to meet. And so there's a story. He went to a great yoga master in India, and the yoga master said, "Okay, learn how to practice so that you're breathing. Every breath you takes a minute to breathe. The inhale and the exhale takes 60 seconds to complete." So then the Jewish guy came back to Jerusalem, and then next year later or something, he went back to India, and he went to go visit the guru, and he talked to the guru's secretary, and the guru's secretary said, "No, the guru won't meet you." And he said, "Why not?" The Jewish guy said, "Why not?" And the secretary said, "The guru gave you the homework. He said you had to learn how to breathe so that it would take a minute, and you didn't do it." And he said, "There's nothing to talk about until you do the homework. Until you do the homework, there's nothing to talk about." Okay, I have a lot more to say, but it's time for Mincha, and I'm going to finish here with my Bon Jovi song and try to do it without cracking up. And it's kind of a joke because we're talking about longevity, and I'm a little bit shy to say that I really believe it's possible for people to live forever. Not that it's easy. A couple quick stories about this. I spent a year at a Chinese Buddhist monastery, and these were extremely serious people, extremely honest, and they're the kind of people that would just hate to tell a lie. We would hope. Really good friends, good solid people, and they told me that they knew about a guy in China, like, people personally knew him, that was 1,000 years old. Okay, so now you can think that everything I have to say is nonsense. Again, if you know about the place I trained at, you know these people were very serious people. So anyhow, whatever, you don't believe it, that's fine. But all of you that don't believe it, I have no doubt that any of you really know anything about health. Like, really know anything. Okay, let's see if I can remember the words of the song. It's my life, I'll do what I wanna. Oh no, that's not it. It's my life, it's now or never. I'm not gonna live forever. I just wanna live my kind of life. It's my life, it's now or never. I'm not gonna live forever. Anyhow, I got that stuck in my head. Bon Jovi, they had the cover of Forbes, I think it was, and they had the greatest philanthropist of the century. And Bon Jovi made it on the cover with Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. Very good guy, Bon Jovi. Okay, there's a lot more to be said, but you can just call, or you can always knock at my house before 9:30 p.m. And I look forward to being in touch.